Hello Internet, welcome back to Watch with Joe. It is time for another episode of Andor. Yes, I'm so looking forward to another episode. So we had our 3 episode sort of jumping off arc, I suppose. All came out last week and are all now available on the channel, so make sure you watch them. And so we're now set up to move forward in the season. So let's see where we were at the end of the last episode. Cassian has met the buyer, who is Stellan Skarsgård's character, who I'm not sure we've heard his name yet, but even if we had, I can't remember it yet. I'm terrible with names, I'm sorry. And they had a very interesting conversation. And it seems that Cassian is a man in demand. I think he has seen what Cassian is capable of and the potential there for someone who can infiltrate the Empire and get behind lines and find out things that other people aren't. And so that's why I think Stellan Skarsgård's character, I should really look it up, is a sort of spy master, or is becoming a sort of spy master for the rebellion in its early stages. This is 5 years before Yavin, and thank you to a very, very nice comment leaver who gave me a time frame. This is about the same sort of time that Rebels gets going. So we are in those early kind of sects of rebellion, but it's nowhere near where we are in a few years' time. Luthen Raal, or Raal, Luthen, let's say Luthen, is Stellan Skarsgård's character. And yeah, they had a close call with the Corpro security squad that was coming after Cassian for killing those 2 guards in the first episode, right at the beginning. But they both used their skills and their brains, and they got away fairly easily in the end. But also took out almost the entire squad of corporate security. So apart from like the commander and the sergeant, so I don't know if that's going to continue, and they are going to continue to hunt, or that was just the first 3 episode kind of thing. I kind of like the idea of them continuing to hunt for them. Yeah. Or at least just the officer continuing to hunt for him. Cassian's friends all kind of did their things to try and get him out, which is nice to see. But he also left like a just destruction in his wake. I said it during the episode, and I think they're all in trouble. They all could be in trouble because of it, especially with the security. The security guys hanging around. So that's going to be an interesting thing going forward. We also saw more of Cassian's backstory on his home planet, and why he was looking for his sister. It's because he was taken off world right after the raid that they were doing on that crashed ship. Yeah, it was a very interesting backstory, and I hope we get to explore more of it. Not just because it's interesting, but because any excuse to see Fiona Shaw, because Fiona Shaw's great in everything almost. So just to see her do more Star Wars would be pretty cool. What am I looking forward to coming up? I'm looking forward to Mon Mothma, because we never get much from Mon Mothma, but she is a key leader in the rebellion, and I want to see more. And I want to see the rebellion grow, obviously, but I'm there's so many ways this story can go, and I'm just fascinated by the whole thing. So yeah, right. That's enough of me talking. Let's get down to it. It's episode 4 of Andor.
Either I drop you somewhere and you start running, or you come with me and help with something important.
It is true. There's only 2 options.
I'm offering you everything you want, all at once.
What is everything I want, since you know so much about me?
Yeah.
Alliance, SEP, Guerrilla, Partisan Front, one of them.
Isn't it all the same?
It is to me.
So we agree.
No. I think it's all useless.
I know the outside. I know what people tell me when I ask. The rest
This
I
is
imagine.
fascinating.
I imagine your hate. I imagine that no matter what you tell me or tell yourself, you'll ultimately die fighting these bastards. So what I'm asking is this. Wouldn't you rather give it all at once to something real? 5 days. Big stakes, big danger. Prep team, good plan. You survive and deliver. I'll give you 200,000.
Okay, this isn't exactly what I thought it was going to be.
The quarterly payroll for an entire Imperial sector.
Oh, that's a big slice of cheddar. I sound like the whitest man alive. Hello, Coruscant. Oh. Hello, Imperial officer.
Increased surveillance, sir.
Looking for what?
Anti-imperial activity, as always.
Are you being intentionally vague?
Yes.
I'll expect specifics by the end of the day. Security is an illusion. You want security? Call the Navy. Launch a regiment of troopers. We are healthcare providers. We treat sickness. We identify symptoms. We locate germs, whether they arise from within or have come from the outside. The longer we wait to identify a disorder, the harder it is to treat the disease.
Corporate security, sir. They're still in charge out there. They tried to serve a warrant and ran into more trouble than they'd anticipate. A stolen Imperial Starpath unit was recovered at the scene. I'm heading out immediately after this meeting.
We'll speak before...
Interesting. It's
Yeah.
gone to the top. Oh, look at this.
Celebrates the uprising against the Rakatan invaders.
Is that Kyber crystal?
Don't take less than 50,000 for it.
Don't do anything stupid, Cassian.
Something I can help you with?
We go in 3 days.
Increases your chances of success dramatically.
Now, like this. 5 months in, just plug in some new person. It'll tear the team apart.
Well, that's not much of a team, is it? You're vulnerable. You wanted to lead. This is what it comes to.
Oh.
3 days. Something feels off, something turns. Someone starts to fold. You step up, you lead, you cancel the mission.
And if he's the problem?
Well, that's the advantage of renting him. He's disposable.
This is very true. Oh, God, I am tense.
Any and all.
Oh, Empire's taking over.
Scandal. It took the combined ingredients of idiocy, ineptitude, and total disengagement for this farce to have reached the full apex of incredulous disaster. My files are filled with corporate security fiascos, but this...
It was a fiasco, to be fair. I think he's going to take that personally.
We're robbing the armory at the Aldhani garrison.
Ooh.
Hey, hold on.
Get down, Tuckins!
Ensign retrieved a sealed Imperial NS9 Starpath unit. Right, that gives us jurisdiction. I want you to go to Blevins' office, tell them we need everything they've got on Ferrix.
It might mean more if you went.
I don't want to spark his interest.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's a good point. You've got to remember, in the Empire, you've got someone below you or across from you looking to take you out so they can take your place and move up the ladder. He's wearing a wig? Oh, he's wearing vestments here. This is ostentatious almost. Oh, he's got to put the act back on.
Are you denying my request?
for the second time today.
Fine. I'll take it to Major Partagas.
Don't look down.
Just like I said a couple of minutes ago. Always sniping. Always looking for a weakness so they can climb further. And always looking a way to protect their own position. You are asleep on guard duty.
You ride with Mossy, Garvish, Saul Guerrera, all asleep on watch. They're gonna put your head on a pike for a laugh.
This is true. Saul Guerrero would do that. Where's the final member? That's 4. She said there was 7 now. So where's the 6th? He's an unhappy boy. And he has got a... He's got a fairly good reason to go after Cassian.
He's committed. I'm feeling that. I want to.
Feel what?
His belief in the cause. When it comes down to it, that's all I need to know.
That's
Vel.
naive in the most sincere sense.
Senator, what a pleasure to see you.
Hey, Mama.
We often refer to the gallery as Coruscant's unofficial temple of patience.
Well, I have to start coming here more often.
You're teasing us. And a serpent from the overworld sharing the same mouth. If you can't deliver, I need to know.
Do you think I'm not trying?
I never think that.
And there's Switch. I love it.
I found someone I think can help me.
Someone who? To bring into the circle?
No one's more at risk than I am. You think I haven't thought this
Who is
through?
it?
I'd be the first one to fall.
But who is this new person? Is it who I think it is? I hope so. Ah, this will be the 6th.
He's with us.
Oh, he's inside.
We need another hand, and you know it.
I should have been consulted.
This is tense.
On that we agree.
I'm just waiting for the moment when Senator Organa turns up. I can feel it coming.
You can't be serious. These people hate me. They spend every day trying to undo anything I've touched.
Well, perhaps tomorrow they'll think twice.
Not right. If you make me pay attention, I will, and you won't be happy.
Must everything be boring and sad?
Yes, when you don't understand what's going on.
Our garrison, observation tower, sentry defences, all to protect this runway opening here.
I'll do it. It's fragile, that piece. The rain gets into the glue.
The runway descends underground.
Oh, that's so cute.
And it's not really a meteor shower. It's a recurrent band of crystallized noctilucent microdensities. Billions of crystals. Very heavy, but small and unstable.
He's smart.
When it passes through the belt, they swarm the atmosphere, heat up, and explode.
Now, you've got a lot to learn and very little time to do it. So, what we need to know is, are you in all the way?
Are you?
Let's get to it.
Yeah.
Similar items of interest, repeated methods, gut instinct.
You came to us from enforcement.
Yes, sir.
Here, we act on vetted and verified information.
Not feeling.
When this materializes into something more definite, until then, confine future activities to your sectors. Thank you, Lieutenant. There's a high bar for your performance, Lieutenant. Unfair, perhaps, but senseless to ignore and potentially the foundation of a uniquely superior career.
This is so fascinating.
Let's remind everyone of that and not get lost in the dust.
Yes, sir.
You've got to remember to do your bureaucracy.
You'll eat, you'll let Cinta check the bandage, and you'll have learned all that by morning. I'll take the first watch.
They're all very much watching each other constantly. Oh. Oh god, I am loving this show. And that was episode 4 of Andor. So, it keeps getting better, this show. Oh god, I love it. I love the tenseness. I love the the mistrust of absolutely everyone on both sides, because Imperials don't trust each other because they want to get ahead, and these rebel sects don't trust each other because they don't know if A, they're Imperials, B, they can do the job, or C, if they believe in the cause. So, excuse me. So it's just mistrust on every single side, and you're just having to make a gut decision on which ones you're going to trust and which ones you're not. As far as Mon Mothma is concerned, she doesn't trust anyone, and I don't think she trusts her husband, seeing as he said, "I heard you bought a gift for me." She had literally come straight from the shop to him, so that means there are spies looking at her constantly and then reporting or just telling him. So she can't trust him, she can't trust anyone at the Senate, but she may have found someone. Is it Bail Organa? That's the thing. Is this when Bail becomes part of the rebellion, or this part of the rebellion, when the rebellion starts to coalesce? That would be cool, because I always love seeing Bail. As far as Cassian is concerned, he is being thrust into a group that seems very tight-knit and very much believes in the cause, but knew in their hearts they were going to fail. And now Cassian's there to try and make sure they don't fail, but they have no idea he was coming, and they don't trust him. So he's got to break through that trust barrier pretty quick, because it's 3 days, or 2 days now maybe, until they do a job which will, in all likelihood, mean the death of at least some of them, if not all of them. So yeah, it's so much trust has to be earned at this point in the story, and if not earned, then you're just going to have to just go for it and hope. And I think that's what what's going to happen with Mon Mothma. She's going to go with this new person to bring into the circle and hope that it's the right call. It'll be interesting to see who it is. Like I said, I hope it's Bail Organa. It would make perfect sense for it to be Bail, but it could be someone else, because there are other leaders in the rebellion. There are other people who put money in for ships and intelligence and things like that. There has to be cash coming from somewhere, and obviously she's trying to siphon off Imperial money into rebellion hands through the Senate, but she's finding it more and more difficult because she's being watched. So it's all very interesting and very cool. This is such a cool story so far, and I love seeing this. The in the mud, in the back rooms of power, rebellion trying to get off the ground, because this is where it all begins. This is where everything happens, and we've almost only seen the lofty end game kind of stuff that the Jedi and the Sith are doing. This is the dirt. This is where the rebellion is forged, and it's so cool. I love it. Can't wait for the next episode. And that's it for this video. Thank you very much for joining me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell, and comment below. All those things help me grow the channel so I can do this thing for you, the internet. Tell me what you thought about episode 4 of Andor. What you think is going to happen in the series. I want to hear all your thoughts. I love reading them, so just tell me your thoughts and your predictions going forward in Andor. And I will see you in the next video.